Hey, what's up, guys? Goose here, man. And GooseSports coming back at you with a video. As I'm gonna be I'm trying to put some more videos out. We're like pre-recorded videos since football season's about to start for LSU and the Saints. And I'm gonna start doing some previews for LSU and started looking at the positions. This one is gonna be about the running back position. As the running back position, I expect a lot more from the running backs this season. Mainly because it's a necessity. It has to happen this way because Jaden Daniels is no longer here. Jaden Daniels was our running back last 2 seasons. But last year Jaden Daniels ran for well over 1,100 yards, and we also had some key departures. We had Noah Kane. He got drafted in the NFL, and Logan Diggs transferred to Ole Miss. Logan Diggs was our leading rusher at the running back position, and so they're gonna. I that you know I was really surprised that Logan Diggs transferred out. Something happened there. I don't know if he was I'm just speculating. Maybe he thought he would get more carries last year or whatnot, but it was just something was off about his transfer because he's from Louisiana. He went to Notre Dame and then he transferred to LSU and last year. And I don't know, something seemed awful in that. But Logan Diggs transferred to Ole Miss, and but LSU's running back core now is Josh Williams, Caleb Jackson, John Emery. John Emery was in the transfer portal, but then he came back, and Durham, and then Holly. Is Holly going to play this year? He's got a legal issue that he's dealing with. But it looks like LSU's going to at least going to run with Josh Williams, Caleb Jackson, Emery, and Durham. I think Durham might get some runs, some rushing attempts this year, but they probably will redshirt him. But so I think it's going to be Williams, Jackson, and Emery is going to be your running backs for LSU now. If you go by what they did last year, Josh Williams was a leading rusher. He had 284 yards. Jackson had 165. Emery had 121. I think that was it the Florida game he tore his ACL, and Holly had 110 yards last year, but it's iffy if Holly's going to play this year. He's got a legal issue that he's dealing with. But LSU is definitely going to need to run the ball better this year than they did last year from the running back position, mainly because Jaden Daniels isn't here. Jaden Daniels made a lot of plays with his feet last year, and that's just not gonna it's not gonna be that this year. Of course, Garrett Nussmeier is nowhere near the runner that Jaden Daniels is. I mean, I'll be surprised if Nussmeier has positive yards at the end of the year rushing. I'll be shocked at that. But because I'll be shocked because he's just not gonna run that much, and but it is what it is. So one good thing about our running backs this season is we have a very experienced offensive line, and we'll go through that the next video. I don't know how I'm gonna do these videos. Like I'll probably do receiver next, and then tight ends, and then quarterback, and then offensive line, and then I'll go to the defense. But the running back position is gonna need is we're gonna need a lot of production from the running back. We're gonna need a lot better production than if you let's look at Logan Diggs last year. He had 653 yards rushing. He was a leading rusher from the running back position. We're gonna need a lot more than that production from the running back, just because like I said, you're not gonna get it from Jaden Daniels is gone. So and I think takes pressure off Garrett Nussmeier, and I think that's the way LSU is going to have to be. They're going to have to be balanced this year. I know everybody they want to throw it around, but I think our receiving we'll go over the receiving core in one of the next videos. But receiving core is not going to. I don't think it's going to be as good as it was last year. I just don't think it will be. From what the players that are leaving, with the NFL, I think the receiving core is going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be as prolific as it was last season. But this is about the running backs. So Josh Williams, Caleb Jackson, Jonathan Emery. One of those guys is going to have to be the bell cow. It's probably going to be Jackson. I think Caleb Jackson is going to eventually end up being our number one running back. Williams Williams has been a really good story for LSU. He was a walk on, earned his scholarship. Uh, Josh Williams has been just been a really good football player for LSU, and Emory's the same way, man. Emory's battled injuries, and he's man, this guy. Last year he was playing really well until that Florida game. Then he tore his ACL, and then we lost him to the rest of the year. But I'm really excited about the running back position this year at LSU. I think we're going to see a lot more carries from the running back position that you did last year. It's got to work out that way because Jane Daniels isn't going to be here making plays with his feet. But anyway, what do you guys think? Who's going to be the number one running back this year? Is it going to be Williams? Is it going to be Jackson, Emory, or what about if Holly comes back? I know Holly's very talented, but I think his court dates in September, so I don't think he's going to be eligible to play until then. I don't know. We'll see. And then Durham is a freshman. I don't expect him to really play much this year, but unless there's injuries, and then he might be forced into action. But Durham's another talented player, but I just don't. I think his time will come next year. And so Josh Williams, Jackson, Emory, those are your three running backs I think that we're going to rely on most this season. What do you guys think, man? Have a good one, and I'll talk to you next time. Go Tigers.